we will get started. Coach, obviously getting the win helps the mood and the emotions all around. But could you kind of sum up the emotions of the game returning after so long off the court and how you guys got it done today?
It was a long time, and I mean that we couldn't even. We haven't been on the road in such a long time that some of us forgot our clothes. I really didn't. I had no idea. What else? Oh, look. Everywhere we go, we pull. I'm so sick and tired of that thing. But yeah, it was great to get the win, and it was a great opportunity for us to play, and we were really happy that that they all pulled it together, and it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. But we've got a lot more games. We're going to play a lot of games between now and we are playing a lot of games. You know what I mean? It's like it's just like the NBA, or better still, the NBA, WNBA. We're playing a lot of games, and long story short is that I think that our foundation is good to the point where we can not have to adjust, in playing Northwestern or whatever, but we can just play the way that we need to play each time that we hit the floor. But it was tough. It comes down to rebounding. But what I'm most proud of is that the fact that both Arella as well as T-Baby did what they needed to do, and they were leaders on the floor. And Arella came up huge with the assist that she got, and of course T-Baby shot the heck out of the ball, and that was a great opportunity, as well as Diamond. She didn't play like a freshman today, and she played with 10 turnovers, and that's good. 10 turnovers is decent for any team to play, and if we can continue to recognize that and acknowledge it and be really positive, and we are very, very positive about that, then we've got, if that's what it means to come back after this and have that kind of scoring, and better still, that kind of assist, then we'll do fine. Yeah, you can.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to open it up to questions now. If anyone else has a question, you can feel free to raise your hand. We'll start with Mike Abramitis from 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Coach, welcome back. How are you?
I am great, fine. Thank you so much.
Good. Yeah, I know you got a lot of games coming up, although the next one on the schedule is at Northwestern on Thursday, unless they give you something else beforehand. Obviously, if you have a lot of games, you need a deeper bench. You only played 8 players today. Only 5 of them scored. Playing 8, was that by necessity or was that by design?
Well, it was by design. It was by, but there'll be lots of players that will be playing in the games to come. Keep in mind that no one has had an opportunity to really get in the groove, and the players that didn't play as much, quite honestly, they'll be playing later, especially when we have back-to-back games, and we will have a number of those. So we've got to save the legs of the other people. I thought that that the people that were out there were doing a good job, and so rather than disrupt the momentum, we didn't choose to do that. We just played the players in and out and substituted sparingly, and it was good. We are satisfied.
We'll go to Dom Savino, and as you see the camera pan, we do have Arella, Guirantes, and Tekia Mack joining us here. Anyone wants to jump in with them? We'll go to Dom Savino next from BTN Plus.
Okay, do you want to speak to Arella?
Just letting everyone know that they're here.
Okay.
Well, I've got thank you, Matt. I've got a question for everybody. If you guys can all chime in, what have these last few weeks been like? Without playing basketball for a few weeks, and then sort of slowly getting back into practice. Can you just give me a summation of what these last few weeks have been like for you?
Let's hear from Tekia first, and then Arella.
Y'all can hear me? They can hear me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, speak through here. Y'all can hear me? Oh, okay.
We got you. Go ahead.
For me personally, I feel like the time that we took off, unfortunately. Like, it was unfortunate that we had to take as much time off as we took. But I feel like this is what we needed from us not being here in the summer. I feel like if we was a whole team, as we should be, from what we do in the summer till when we start preseason, this is what y'all should expect from every game on out. It helped us develop chemistry. We got in game condition. It helped some of the new people get on page with what we was doing as a whole. And like I said, this was our summer break right here. The whole month that we took off, this was the summer break. We tried to pack everything as much as we could in within the time that we wasn't playing, and we practiced almost 2 weeks straight. So it was well needed.
Arella, anything to add about the last month not playing games?
Whew. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know where to start. It's been terrible for me. It was just like one thing after another to just keep me off the court. But it was great watching my team gain chemistry. I was so happy to be back. And just watch them all get on page, because I've been here for 4 years now. Mack's been here for 4 years, so we already had an idea of how everything was running, but it was great. I felt like we needed it, and it's sad to say that, but we did need it. We needed to, really dive in deeper. We had some uncomfortable conversations, all that stuff. Like, it was just like a huge breakthrough, kind of. Yeah. And we're still working towards it. But I think that was the step that is going to take us to where we need to go.
Thank you. Next question will come from Mel Greenberg.
Hey, you got me?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Mel, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Good. Teams maybe not as long, but long enough down here and all, going through these pauses too, and coming on their first game back, like Jay Wright, a couple of weeks ago, said going into the game, I had no idea what to expect, just in terms of what might happen out there. So, going in, anything surprise you that you did, that was really good, that you thought might take a game or two or whatever going into the game?
Who's that for?
Coach, why don't you take that one? Mel's asking, were you surprised with how quickly they came back and put everything together despite not being in game action for a while?
No, I think Mel, honestly, with what Tekia as well as Arella said is true, and I think that you're finding that all the teams in the men's teams games, you're seeing the problems that Kentucky's having, and Michigan State, and there everybody is out of whack. Everybody is really out of sorts because we haven't had a traditional time to really gel and to be together. And with us having 9 players that are freshmen, that's even more difficult. So, and that's what the question is that we would ask our team members. Were they surprised with anything? We were hoping, and hopefully, they would perform as they did, and they did a great job. But you have to be concerned about it, because especially when the team is coming back, and how well. But we're fortunate because both Arella as well as T-Baby kept everybody in check, and so we never lost control of the game. But it was tough because we haven't been through games like that yet.
I'll just follow up to echo that, and it was good because you beat a team that beat you the last time you played. Nebraska, when you were out there. So the fact you were able to come back and after all this and kind of handle them pretty well here had to be a good sign moving forward.
Yeah, one of you, I don't know which one, said something like, out there they changed defenses and we had a hard time adjusting and knocking shots down. We assumed that they would do that again today, but instead I think that we adjusted, we changed some things that we did. And, Yeah, it was a good win. It was a very good win for us.
Okay, I'm good.
Thanks, Mel. We'll go to Sunil Sundaraj next from Women's Sports Report.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I just have a question for Tekia. It said 26 points today, and just being able to do it in all facets, Tekia. From the free throw line, from the perimeter, from beyond the arc. I mean, you were attacking the basket relentlessly today. Can you just talk about that, Tekia?
Quite honestly, that's what I do. I feel like the first game, that we played them, I settled for too many jump shots. I think I did today too. I was 2 for 6 from the 3, but I was 10 from 16 overall. But I feel like I can make those shots. It's just all about me getting my rhythm back. But the first game, I wasn't attacking as much. I mean, I was, but I wasn't making shots or whatever the case may be. So I know my game, and I know that the people that they had on their team and the positions that we play, I'm a guard. I'm really not a forward, so I know they couldn't contain me off the dribble. And we worked all week in practice on coming to a 2-foot jump stop and going into people. So I knew that when they put me at the 5 that came from Nebraska, I knew she wasn't going to be able to do nothing with me if I got a little space from her. She's not as quick as me, so I use my quickness to my ability to just get around, fake a couple passes, get off her toes, or get her moving a little bit. And one false move, I was just taking the first thing that she gave me. I had a couple counters, but like I said, I had to get back to my game, which was the driving game, and stop settling for jump shots. I mean, I took a few that I could have drove, but I mean, I'll live and die by those. But like I said, getting to the basket, that's what I do. So I had to go back to the old-fashioned me and get to the basket, because when we played them last time, I got to the basket, but I didn't finish, and I just wanted to finish this game because we had something to prove.
Yeah. I have to ask you just quickly, Tekia, just how you're feeling with your shoulder, just as far as recovering from that injury.
It was my elbow actually. And
elbow, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm good though. I've been working every day. Like we physical with each other, so being physical in the game is nothing. Like I feel like we foul each other harder in practice than we get fouled in the game. So my teammates actually helped me come back as fast as I could with the contact and me absorbing contact and stuff like that. Basically playing post D, trying to get around and stuff like that. So that helped my elbow get back a little bit stronger too. But I'm good, sir. Thank you for asking.
No problem. Thank you, Tekia.
Just in case anyone was counting, those 26 points were a career high for Tekia.
What? Way to go.
We'll go one more from Mike, and then we'll finish with Dom. Go ahead, Mike.
Tekia, before I get to Coach Stringer, what was the technical for?
Yeah.
Did you say a bad word?
Nah. I just said she couldn't guard me. We had, it's basketball. I just said she couldn't guard me, but maybe I said it a little too loud. That's all.
And Coach Stringer.
Yes.
There you are. Where is she? On behalf of all of us, we really want to give our sympathies about your good friend John Chaney. I've been watching Rutgers basketball since 1969 and have seen many games with Temple and Rutgers over the decades, and they broke the mold when they made him.
Yeah, they did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
And we'll finish up with Dom.
Hey, Coach, I've got one for you. 7 games now over the next couple of weeks on the schedule. You had mentioned you may be adding more games. Just generally, what can we expect? What do you expect from your team over the next few weeks as you close out the regular season?
I think that the people that hadn't played as much has had an opportunity to get a lot more opportunities to play now, and we've got to take it easy, because I suspect that we're going to probably play 3 or 4 games a week, and that's a bit much for anybody, especially with our style of play. And so as we're, as Arella and T-Baby were explaining, as we're going forward, we just have got to bring more players to the fold. And believe it or not, some of our players are getting well, and so that's a good thing. I think, who is it? Tekia said, I'll be in practice tomorrow. Oh, that's good. Good. You never know who, but thank goodness we've managed to get through this, and we'll be fine. I think we're anxious and excited to play, and we'll probably hit stride.
Yep.
Maybe in another week or so, we would hit stride. Which honestly, if you followed our team very much, Rutgers typically will hit stride, but it will hit stride at this time. But it's just that because we lost so much time at the beginning, that I think we'll hit stride at the right time.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, Coach Arella, Tekia.
Thank you.
Get home safe.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got a lot of snow out there.
Thank you.
To